Hi, welcome to the podcast. I'm Sean.
Hello.
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 Okay, say
Hello.
say your guys' names.
Hello.
That's not your name.
Hello.
Hello,
I'm Nate.
gamers.
Hello,
Okay.
YouTube.
Okay,
Alright, I'm Nate. Sean is the fucking egg boy.
yeah, I'm the egg boy for some reason. But okay. Um,
And then we got our special guest star here today.
My name Jack.
Third time's a charm. What were you talking
Yeah.
about Old Testament? What did you mean by that?
I don't know. I don't know. I just said it.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't like mean anything by it. All right.
Alright.
So, um, I
Minecraft.
no, I got a different topic, a topic that I was thinking about
Okay.
yesterday. So I was sitting there, I was like, I wasn't doing anything, so I started thinking, and I was like, what if in life there was XP? Now this XP, you couldn't do anything with it. You just it when you did it like a activity or a thing, you got XP for it. For example, like let's say you like picked up something really heavy. You're like, oh, that was really heavy, and all of a sudden it goes doom, and it's like XP for strength, but it doesn't do anything.
There was just a notification that has no meaning.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but
I would probably just get really annoyed all the time.
but everyone else around you can see the XP, and it's the same for them. So everyone knows they exist. It's not like a new thing. You're born with it, and it's been there since the dawn of time. But like everyone who can see you will know that you got
But it serves
XP.
no purpose.
Yeah, it serves no purpose.
Wait, so like you, so like you just, so you just do like literally anything and it just like XP noise appears.
Yeah, like for example, like you calling out work, but you're not like sick. You're just faking it. You're like, I'm sorry, I'm really sick, and your boss is like, oh, I hope that's no problem. I hope you feel better. You're like, yeah, thank you, and it goes doo and your boss is like, wait a minute, fuck off, you can't even work.
Alright.
Yeah, so
So, wait, so like you say like you go to the bathroom, you take like a massive fucking dump.
you get XP.
Dun.
Doo.
Poop XP.
Fecal matter XP.
Bowels contracted.
Bowels retracted.
No, contracted.
Oh, contracted. I thought you said retracted. Uh, but yeah, I don't know why I had that thought. It was just like I was sitting there. I was like, that'd be really annoying but interesting at the same time.
Yeah.
Would you be able to people's levels up?
Like, there's no levels. It's just giving you random XP for nothing,
Oh.
and it's for any daily activity. So like you get
Is it like, is it all the same amount of XP?
Yeah. So like for example, like if I were to, I don't know, gallons, like I don't know, it'd be like activities that you're accomplishing something. It can't be just like for example, like it'd be like for example, I did the jisses, you get XP, or I killed a man, I got XP.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah.
I wonder if like it like is there any way to keep track like of how
Oh,
much you get?
yeah, no, that was the other thing that I thought of too, that people can actually look on how much XP you have and what you got for that XP.
What if you like when you max out your XP you just fucking die?
That's a reward.
It's not like reward, it's just that's what you're leading up to. That's what your XP tracker is for.
Damn, that'd be kind of funny, but sad.
It'd be terrifying. What if you're like 1 point away? You wouldn't be able to do anything.
Yeah,
You could
no
try,
one,
like,
but no one would do anything. People would be too scared of doing stuff. For that to be the case, you would not leave your house the entire rest of your life.
Exactly.
Humanity would have never evolved. They would have stayed at one pace at one time to avoid death.
Yeah.
What do you think,
Or
Jack?
maybe it involves some.
I think that it,
you okay?
No. I'm tired
Okay.
as fuck, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'd be sleeping on the ground and shit.
Oh,
Oh, wait.
oh, yeah,
Mm.
so
Oh,
you're camping.
yeah, you're camping. Yes, they all
You
know
know you
about
already.
that.
Oh yeah. That was take 2.
Yeah.
Or I don't know.
I've been camping.
Mm.
I've been out in the park on the dirt, in the wet dirt.
How many days?
5 days. This is the 5th day.
Oh, you still camping?
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
I just got back.
Oh, okay.
Oh fuck.
Oh,
I didn't know you camped for 5 days. That's kind of crazy.
Indeed,
I
it's
saw like a
my
singular
baby's
picture
first
on it.
camp.
Yeah, I saw like, yeah, I saw. I think I saw something, but I didn't know that was camping. I thought you guys were just going to the park for no reason.
Nah,
All right, that's cool.
we were indeed camping.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, it was.
I've never been camping.
I've been multiple times. It's all right.
I enjoy it.
It's fun when you have fun people. If you don't have fun
Yeah.
people, it's not fun.
Indeed.
It'll get very
Well,
annoying. No,
Anything
very
is
annoying.
not fun. Like,
No,
stupid
that's
people.
not. That's not that true. I wouldn't say that's the most truest thing.
I mean, like, I don't know.
I mean, like,
I'd say if you're not with the right people, you're not having.
oh yeah, but I meant just not fun people in general. I mean like yeah,
Oh.
if you're with total strangers, it might not be as fun as it would be with people you know and all that. But like with non-fun people, you can find fun ways to mess with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know
Messing with people is a goal.
if it if they deserve
You
it.
should do it.
Sometimes people are just like, come on.
Okay.
Anyways,
Alright.
so
Alright. Sean Foley, okay.
no, okay. Besides that point, shut up. Besides that point, Jack, that was your first camping experience, right?
Indeed, it was.
What are the pros and cons? Go.
I was in nature and I was with people that I like, but also not comfortable to sleep at all. And my diet was definitely very different. I
Wait,
could not shower normally or sleep comfortably.
so wait. Can we go back go back to the first con you just said?
Which one was it?
I think it was like not sleep it was something about people not sleeping like
I
comfortably.
could not sleep comfortably at all.
Oh, but there was something. Okay, never mind. I thought you said something specific about. Never mind. So you couldn't sleep comfortably because you're on the ground. Well, in a
Right.
tent on the ground.
Yeah.
Did you
I
did you
mean,
did you just do camping? Did you like do any like canoeing or like
no
hiking?
problem. We did a little bit of hiking, but not much. It was really just kind of like to the pond.
Oh, okay.
But there was like a huge fucking hill that we were supposed to go through. Um, I think we did a fair amount of camping, just like camping activities. We played a lot of cards. I've never played Spit.
What is spit? If you
Um,
mind explaining?
I've never heard of
so, the idea is you set up it pretty similarly to Solitaire. You have like 5 decks, starting with 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5, with the first card of each deck facing upwards.
Okay.
And there's 2 center. So with those 2 piles, you're supposed to match in ascending order the cards that are faced up on your deck as fast as you can. And the first person to get rid of all of their cards can slap the smaller stack of cards in the middle, and then the round restarts until you are out of cards, or the other person's out of cards.
Okay.
So basically, you just need to throw your cards down really fast in the right order.
Oh, okay. That's sounds.
Oh.
Yeah, that sounds like a fast, intense game.
Yeah, I was not equipped.
How was going to the bathroom?
Going to the bathroom was honestly solid. The bathroom there was gross, and there were like bugs in the toilet and the urinals, but I don't really care.
That's cool. I've been camping multiple times. My family did this like weird camping trip where during the summer where we went from like Massachusetts all the way up to Maine and then back.
Damn.
And we like stopped at like Vermont, New Hampshire, then it stopped at Maine, and then came all the way back.
That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, for me, camping was like kind of fun. It was like cool. It was a cool experience. I mean, like, there was definitely like certain situations that I was like, oh, this kind of sucks. But that's I think just like a family thing rather than like a
Yeah,
like a friend
it's true.
like a friend thing. Like I think for like going camping with friends would probably be a lot more entertaining than going camping with like family.
Yeah.
And it's not like, oh, because I hate family. It's just like, no, it's because I feel like with family you have a little restriction, whereas friends you still have that restriction, but it's like a little bit less, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You feel a little bit more comfortable.
Right.
And I mean that's dependent on your family. Some families are very open and free, and they can say whatever they want to each other, and it doesn't go past their heads.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Um, I don't know. But would you do it again?
I would absolutely do it again.
Mm. Now, would you do it by yourself, or would you do it to the same group of people or a different group of people?
I think it would suck if I did it by myself.
All right, all right. Now, would you do it with the same group of people or do it with a different group of people?
If I could change anything, it would not be to change the people, but to make the group larger.
Ah, okay, I see, I see. How much larger?
Probably like double
Oh, so just like two more people?
6
Oh, okay, okay, I
is
see.
what I'm looking for.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's just three. I don't know why I was like not counting you. All right, I see now.
Because I'm an alien.
Jack's not a human.
Oh yeah,
It
he's spaghetti boy.
is.
Hmm.
That's what they call me in the streets.
He's not a gray alien. That's all we know.
Right. Correct.
Correct.
Not me.
No, it's Jack. Well, we got for those two topics. I have one topic. I have one. Well, I have two subtopics. They both relate because they're both about technology. One is cool and one is just weird. I'm just gonna start off with the cool one because I didn't know about it until today when I was looking up shit. Have you guys heard about the Microsoft HoloLens?
No.
What?
Yeah, the Microsoft HoloLens, Nate.
Never heard of it.
So, they are essentially pretty much like VR glasses, but like, it's the world, but then there's like holograms.
Okay.
But
So it's like Nerve Gear.
shut up. Shut up right now. Stop. Anyhow, that was so bad. I knew someone would point it out.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, so the coolest thing about it though is that they, because again, it's like fully render a human, like having like a presentation and whatnot, but then have the hologram, like if the person's talking, appear in their own in that person's language. So like, so that person could be talking in English, but let's say they wanted to present it to Japan in like a Japanese like conference.
Yeah.
It's Japanese now.
Damn.
Yeah. And like they're doing crazy stuff with it where now they're doing it for like job things where it's like in a structure right next to you. It's like, hey, do that. You're like, okay, I'll do that. But they're not really there. They're just pre-recorded right there.
Yeah.
But you have the HoloLens on.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, that's lazy compared to the other thing, but like, it's still cool. Yeah.
Woo!
Woo! The other topic, unless you guys have something to add to that topic.
So I'm a little confused on like what it actually. It
So
makes like a hologram within the glasses, right?
yeah, so
And,
you put
like
that
it could be used as a teaching tool.
okay. Well, here, let me explain. It will be used for anything, like literally anything. So it's more of like I would say it's more of a headset than it is glasses. They are pretty big. They're not small at all. Um,
Okay.
so you put them on. It's like the world around you. So like the world around you is still physical. It's not anything altered. It's just that holograms can be popped up.
Uh-huh.
So yeah. Um, the second topic, it was just weird because I found it and I was like, oh, okay. So a woman who was like a nurse assistant is pleading guilty after lying in like an interview because she was playing video games while on the job and someone died on her watch.
Damn.
Yeah. Because how it goes is that the patient died, and then they conducted a full investigation just to make sure everything was like tight and like clean. But as they were doing it, they realized that some things weren't adding up. So they had an interview with the nurse, well, the nurse assistant. She's like, "No, I did hourly checkups," and like she showed the logs. But the problem was that they had surveillance going.
Ooh.
So they're like, "Well, you're lying because we have surveillance of you not being in that room." And she's like,
Really?
yeah. She's like, yeah, sorry, I was doing computer work and I got caught up. But then she lied about that because someone saw her playing video games. Because they had a first-hand investigator saying no, because it turns out she was playing video games instead of doing computer work. So she lied twice during that whole entire interview, like the whole entire time, and now she's being like, she's pleading guilty, and she can like, I think it's like either 10
So is
years.
she?
Oh
So she's
no.
being charged with accessory to murder or something.
It's
I don't know.
more of like she's lying, but yeah, she's also kind of being like,
So lying under oath.
yeah. Well, hold on, I'll find the article. I'll find what she got charged with, or they're trying to convict her of.
We could put the article in the description.
We could, but nah.
We could. We could.
But
While
nah.
you look that up, I'll tell you what I'm currently doing.
Okay, tell us what
So,
you're currently doing.
The podcast that's coming out, well, for you guys it would be last week. For us, it's this week.
Yeah.
Is that I'm currently using a converter to convert it into an MP4 so I can upload it straight to you. But the thing is, it is so fucking large. It's gonna take like maybe an hour.
Hey Nick, can you talk one more time?
Hello.
Okay. You went really computer-y for like a good good second.
Mr. Roboto.
Oh, okay. So I found it. It wasn't that okay. She's facing a maximum prison term of 5 years on each account she's charged with, which I think she was accounted for too. But the feds agreed to recommend a sentence of probation to the court and a special, and then she just have to pay $200. Was that like a?
How much?
Pay $200 if she does the plea deal?
Okay.
It's not bad.
No, it's not bad at all. But like, I hope she does the plea
For
deal.
what she did.
Yeah, for what she did.
He also loses his job
Yeah. She probably lost her job and
any credibility.
yeah, any credibility. She will not be hired ever again by that kind of statute, and she probably won't get McDonald's for the rest of her life. Not trying to say that's a bad job. It's just that they don't care what you've done.
Right.
McDonald's.
Yep.
I've currently eaten 2 McDonald's burgers within this podcast.
Oh damn.
Holy shit, bro.
I'll let you know.
Oh, so the
Some
patient
skill.
the patient was 68-year-old Bill Nutter. No joke. That was his name.
69-year-old Bill Nutter.
No, 68. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Nah, 69.
Nah, it's 69. But no. So yeah, he's dead now.
Oh.
It's as much as like I want to say, oh, it's all her fault. Yeah and no. I mean, yeah, if she were to check on the patient, he probably would have. It was just that his condition got worse, and then died. But like, I think they're trying to say.
I was gonna say because she didn't do her job, someone got hurt.
Yeah, she didn't. Yeah, she probably could have saved him, but like, I don't know if it's like 100% guarantee that she would have been able to save him. Yeah, it was because
regardless, it still falls under her fault.
Yeah, no, it's still her fault. It's still her fault. But she was charged with 2 accounts of false statements, and investigators, yeah. So she was pretty much charged for lying, which that's cool to know. But yeah, those are kind of my 2 topics. Oh wait, hold on, wait, I just saw something.
What?
Oh god.
What?
Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Witcher 3, and Breath of the Wild, the greatest romances in video games.
No.
This article is by IGN.
So, of course, it's professional, well-written, and a masterpiece.
Yes. This is the same company that gave Skyward Sword a 10 out of 10. Anyhow, okay. I'll read the article word for word if you guys want.
No. I was gonna talk about.
Alright, you can talk about you.
So, the thing I was gonna talk about during our second attempt before Sean fucking died again.
Okay.
Was that Jack that me and Sean have come up with the idea of, well, actually mostly Sean have come up with the idea of like making a podcast that's like extremely improv.
Well, no, it's not its own separate podcast. It's with these podcasts. It's just that if we don't have topics or we want to do something different, we do these.
Oh, okay. I don't know, I was thinking.
It'd be
I was
too.
thinking of separate, but
It'd be too hard to keep track of it.
You just changed the name.
What I'm trying to say is, are you talking about recording 2 separate podcasts, or having a podcast that's solely dedicated to that, and then another podcast for talking?
I was thinking of 2 separate ones like that, and we could both do them on the same day.
No, okay. I'm gonna tell you that's not. I think we should just do where we alternate.
I feel like that's like a lot to do.
It would be a lot to do the other thing too, because then we have to do 2 separate podcast things and upload 2 separate podcasts.
No, I'm not saying that like making them set. I'm saying that we alternate as well.
I just said they alternate, but like
They were like, nah.
Yeah, you just said not to me.
No, I didn't understand what you meant until I just like thought about it. Alright, so what?
Okay.
Okay. So what I'm saying is that they're 2 separate things, and we just change the name of them, but we alternate of which days we do it. So like we do a podcast like this, and then a podcast like that later.
Now, well, the reason why.
Every other.
Now, the reason why I think that should be just the reason why I think we shouldn't like change the name and all that is because I think what would be really cool. For example, like we have Jack on right now. This is his first appearance. Let's say in the future Jack wants to come on again, and let's say Jack is down for like an improv thing. It's still the same title, but someone that they already know. Instead of retitling it and for people to be like, I guess waiting. It's a podcast still, but it's just us improving stuff still.
We're basically saying the same thing. I'm just saying changing the name.
I get that. I get that. I just think it will confuse people if we change the name.
It won't, because we'll call this one podcast and the other one improv.
If it's on the same channel and they're just different names, it won't confuse people.
Alright.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Alright, fine. I guess we'll change the name.
Do you want to explain?
I guess so. I guess that's fine.
Alright.
You know what? I'm not bothered.
Do you want to explain? Sean, do you want to explain it to Jack?
Oh yeah, I guess I'll explain it to Jack. So pretty much what the I'll explain it to. I don't know if we explained it to the.
We kind of did. We just
Yeah.
discussed it a bit.
So yeah.
We
So
didn't really know what it was.
so pretty much. So like we start the podcast. We go, hey, we're blah blah blah, and then we have either a. So it's either a scenario in which, for example, like, oh, you're all on a ship, like a pirate ship. Uh, Jack's the captain, Nate's the first mate, and I'm the janitor. Go, and then we kind of improv dialogue, and then like kind of go with a story and all that, or even
Yeah, like we have an end. Say like the ship is supposed to sink, and
yeah,
then we just go.
and then sometimes it might be where it's like, oh, you have to make a story revolving around a wallet, or you have to use the color red this many times, or you have to use the color red for the majority of the thing. Like you have to have something big in the story to be red, but you can do whatever else you want.
My penis.
Yeah.
Yes, Jack, your penis. But yeah, and then that would go, and it would go on for it would either be that we do that for an entire podcast, or we split the podcast up from doing that topic thing to the scenario thing, depending on how it goes.
I am a fan of that idea.
Okay. Cool.
Dude,
Yeah.
I've bought like a handful of cheap games for the Switch, and none of them have been good.
Really? I'm sorry.
Yeah, like between $2 and $15, they've all sucked ass.
Wait, you remind me of something, Jack. Now this might be, I know I'm not gonna be able to ask you because I just came up with the idea. Well, right now I just got reminded. Do you want to do a Smash party?
Yes, absolutely.
Cool.
I'm always down. I will win though.
I know, but I figured I'm like, well, we have enough Switches now for like a lot of people to play, so it will work.
Yes.
True.
All right. So that's sorry. I just had to say that. We'll continue on with your shitty Switch games.
My shitty Switch games. There's one called Bouncy Bullets. It
Oh.
was like $3. And it sucked. And the controls are awful and everything's awful about it. And whoever made it has like 3 brain stalls and I hate them.
Okay.
Kidding.
Whoa.
Here's my problem though. Is the quality of the game is so shockingly poor. Like I expected there to be some level of quality control for what's actually on the eShop, but I guess that's just like not a thing.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, a lot of well, the cool thing about the eShop and the downside of the eShop is that a lot of the games on the eShop are indie games. So there are like private companies trying to make a game, and Nintendo lets them go on the eShop and like sell their game.
Well, yeah. I mean, there are plenty of like beautiful, great indie games though. And they're just like piles of shit.
Well, yeah,
Like,
it's also because I think Nintendo's just trying to fill a lot of the eShop, so they actually appear to actually have a full eShop, like full like shop where they don't.
Their service isn't quite as lacking.
Yeah. The other cool thing, if you don't know this, if you set up an account, like a Nintendo account that's linked to Japan, like, oh, you say, like, oh, my country of origin is from Japan. That account, when you log into the eShop, will have different games than the American version.
Damn.
Yep. But it's all in Japanese.
Yes.
So I'd have to pick up the language. I want them to make Donkey Kong Country Returns like a remake for the Switch. Okay, I know they have Tropical Freeze, but it's
not the same.
Really excited for a remaster.
I was thinking the remaster of Skyrim would be pretty cool, but I don't.
That already happened like.
Yeah, they have Skyrim on the Switch.
They do.
It doesn't suck. It's pretty much playing the.
Keep selling the same.
It's the same 2011 version, so it's like nothing changed except for the stupid figurine thing. the whatchamacallit? It starts with an A. It's like little figurines that you can put on your.
Amiibo.
Thank you. Yeah, you can do amiibos in that game.
Ooh.
Yep.
That's pretty.
You can make Mario jump in Skyrim.
That's fucking cool.
That's evil. It is. I got. I don't know if I told you this, Jack, but I downloaded the Dark Souls 1 remastered on the Switch.
How's it going?
It's I haven't played it a lot because like I was like because when I bought that I also bought like the because it was like a whole sale was going on, so I also bought the Breath of the Wild DLCs.
Yeah.
And I was like, and at the time I was like, I kind of want to just literally just continue to just grind out Breath of the Wild. So I was like, I'm gonna put you to the side. But I played it a little bit. It it runs okay. It runs pretty good. I mean, there's not really any performance issues I've run into. Um, and it's kind of weird because they don't lay it out how it like a Nintendo Switch layout controls would be. They lay it out like an Xbox One or like a PS4 layout would be.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little weird to get used to, but like after a while it's pretty good. So you're like cool. But yeah, it's kind of
Does it
easy.
stack up well against like the other one?
No, sorry, say that one more time.
Does it stack up well against the other Dark Souls games?
Have you played Dark Souls 1?
No.
Oh.
I played for like a little bit at Matt's house.
Um,
He was like, kill Solaire, and I was like, no, and he was like, do it, and I was like, okay.
Alright, well then we have to play that. Um,
Dark Souls 1 is the Dark Souls of Dark Souls.
Remind me, Jack, or I'll remind you, or someone will remind us to play that.
Have you played Shakiro yet, Jack?
I'm actually just reinstalling it because I deleted it so that I could play games other than that.
I haven't played that game. That game looks fun, but like I can see why it's challenging.
It's definitely, I think, I don't want to say it's more challenging than Dark Souls just because I used to play Dark Souls a lot and then I made the Switch like pretty much immediately. So there was a stark contrast in the way that the game's played,
Yeah.
but it is really fucking hard.
Okay.
Damn.
What was I gonna say? But no. With Dark Souls, the cool thing about Dark Souls, that's like the first one, I could definitely see, like, I can feel the same feeling I felt when I played like Dark Souls 3 or whatever. I still felt like, oh man, this is difficult, but I still want to continue. Like, I want to progress. I want to succeed in this game because it's like the world is like, like it makes itself want to be explored. It makes itself want to progress. You want to see where it'll go, what enemies you'll find, and all that. The AIs are a little. They're not obviously as responsive as would be like Dark Souls 3, but that's just because of years of developing the AI system and all that.
Yeah.
Even though I've seen Demon Souls, so I think they kind of downgraded a little bit. But anyways, just saying, because Demon Souls has pretty good. Anyways, so yeah. Other
Yeah,
than
that's pretty hard.
yeah, like Demon Souls, if you like look for all their enemy types, they have like kind of interesting movements and whatnot. Like there's some enemies that I would say they're kind of far past their like kind of ahead of their time.
Yeah.
Which you could tell that they're not big enemies because they don't really get reused a lot in the game. They only be like reused for like maybe a little bit and that's it. That's probably just performance and we
There's
don't
a
want
lot of variety in views.
Yeah. But yeah. No, but Dark Souls on the Switch is pretty cool. I haven't tried to play it handheld yet.
I feel like handheld it would be a little difficult because there's usually quite a bit going on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I found some games to be easier on handheld. Like, for example, like Cuphead for me, handheld is like a lot more easier than on screen.
Yeah. I agree with you.
So I'm like, that's weird. But I think actually no, I can't bring that topic up again. Never mind. Moving on. All right.
What?
Any
What?
because
Seriously,
No.
no. You
no,
can't just be like, ah, and then be like,
no,
no.
I have to because I'll just we'll sound like broken records. It's the sake of being consistent. Well, be being good at this.
Okay.
Anyways, so moving on. Um, but I am curious to see how it is on handheld,
Mm.
even though it might not sound like a match in heaven. Um, but yeah. But no, Dark Souls I think was worth the buy at the time because it dropped down its price I think to $26 rather than like 30 so on dollars. But which was a lot for a game.
Yeah.
A game that's quite old. But yeah.
Dead air.
But no. I am excited though for what game was I excited for? That was coming on the Switch. Actually, I don't think there was a game I was really excited for. I think there was a game that I'm curious about, which is obviously Breath of the Wild 2. I'm curious what they're going to do with that. A game that I'm scared about, which is Witcher 3 being ported to the Switch. I don't think that's going to end up well. I think it's going to suck.
I don't think it's gonna end up well either.
I think it's going to process
I don't
like
know.
crap.
There's so much to that game, and there's a lot going through. Not a lot, but enough to like cause distractions and shit.
Yeah, it's like there's a lot to render and there's a lot going on, like the effects of the trees and all that, the grass and the lighting. It's that the Switch is never going to process all of that, so it'll either
Yeah,
crash.
so they're not gonna have the whole experience of Witcher. They're gonna have to like downgrade the graphics a lot.
Yeah, but it wasn't like I mean, I'm not trying to be mean to The Witcher 3. It wasn't like the graphics were really at a high standard. They're pretty good, but they're not at a high standard.
Yeah,
I've seen games that
I'm just saying that like the entities like movement.
I don't think. Well, they wouldn't have to really affect that much, actually. The animations might still hold up. It's just that sometimes the graphics on the characters or the creatures will probably look as a little bit downgraded than the console version.
Like clay monsters.
Yeah. Yeah, like even Geralt will probably look weird. Oh, speaking of that, have you guys seen the trailer for the Witcher Netflix series?
No.
That series.
Yeah, they're making.
Oh yeah, you fucking sent me that.
Yep.
Oh, that's the Invader Zim one. That was the Invader Zim one. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're making
Invader Zim.
a Witcher series, which I haven't seen the full trailer. I've seen like nitbits, but it looks interesting. It looks intriguing. It makes me want to buy Netflix again.
Oh, you got rid of it?
Yeah, I got rid of it.
I mean, it'll probably be somewhere on the internet.
You'd be surprised because I tried to do that to Devil May Cry Baby, and there's nothing.
Damn, really?
Yeah, nothing.
You gotta use your pirate skills, like.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I went through pages and pages and pages. I even went through Reddit pages. It's not. It's because I think it's a Netflix original, so it's a little bit harder to get access to.
That's true.
Yeah, lucky for me, I have.
Yeah, lucky for me, I have Netflix, so.
I don't
Sorry,
have the
fine.
pirates.
No, I'll probably just buy it for a month. Like when all those series come out, I'll probably buy it for a month, watch a couple of the episodes, and then.
Do a free trial with like a random like email. There you go.
Well, no, you can do a free trial, but you still have to connect your card to it. So like.
Oh.
So like.
They'll still be like, nah, you're still paying a month.
Yeah, so like if you're not careful and you don't cancel the subscription before the free trial ends, it'll charge you for the next month. Which I'm like, it's $8. I mean, I'm okay with that, but like I also don't want to like, just in case, whatever the future may hold.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. Why could report it and just send it to you.
I'm all good with that.
Yeah,
Thank
just
you.
get a little camcorder and be like, hey guys, today I'm gonna watch Devil May Cry Baby.
I'm gonna watch Witcher 3. You know.
You can hear like chips being chewed in the background.
You can just hear your mom yelling at Milo in the background.
Yeah. My cat's just fucking screaming in the fucking stairwell as he usually is.
It's just like, meow, Milo, shut up, meow.
That is so fucking true.
I've been in your house so many times. It's like the same thing. It's funny.
It happens literally every day.
It does. It
I can
happens.
tell you.
Yeah, I think every time I've been there, Milo will always scream.
He does it in the stairwell to make his voice echo, and it's just like.
It's so funny. I love it. It reminds me of my
He's the
cat.
fuck-
My cat does it at 3 a.m. and he doesn't use the stairwell to amplify his voice. He just amplifies his voice. It's weird. I've never seen a cat do it. Like,
Damn.
he goes like from like being really quiet to going like screaming. Like you can hear him outside the camper.
Yeah. No, I think I heard that once or twice.
Yeah, you probably have heard it once or twice. But yeah.
I just cats screaming. And dead frogs.
Oh, well. So I'll explain that. I don't think we talked about that. I don't think I told Jack this. So,
The dead frog, or
yeah. Well, like, was it the one where my dog? Are you talking about the dog situation?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Well, the frog, to my knowledge, is not dead. He might be dead. I'm not entirely 100% sure. But anyways,
Well,
so
it was like a while ago. So
yeah. So I was sitting outside, and my dog was outside, my mom was outside, and my dog was sitting on the porch, and I was like walking around, and at the end of the porch was like a little toad. I was like, oh, there's like a little toad. I'm like, that's cute. I haven't seen one of those in a while. And my mom's like, oh, you should show Fluffy it, because dogs and frogs are so funny together. I'm like, oh, okay. And my dog, for as far as I know, has never seen a toad, and has never interacted with a toad. And so I like put the toad near him. My dog at first just didn't care about the toad. He almost actually ran over it. I was like, wait, Fluffy, look at the toad. And my dog looked at it, and the first thing he does, it goes full on attack mode on it and tries to bite, like eat it. I'm like, no, Fluffy, you can't do that. It's a nice toad. Here, smell it. And it tried to bite it again. I'm like, okay, I guess the dog doesn't like toads. And so we like tried to move the toad somewhere else, and my dog just kept going over to the area and trying to find the toad to kill it. And it lasted for like 10 minutes, and then the toad just disappeared, and we were like, well, we don't know if it's dead or it's alive. But it's not our problem anymore, and we went away.
Load it up to the sky.
Move it up to the sky. Wait.
Alright, I just got Sekiro back.
Nice.
Oh. Ooh.
Jack, you should
I
do
wonder
a
what
stream.
I wonder what they're gonna call the.
I would, but I have to drive my sister in
Oh.
like 20 minutes.
Oh.
In 20 minutes. Okay.
Wait, when will you be back from that?
I am unaware.
Oh, okay.
Okay. My conversion's almost done. We can wrap up now if you want, or.
We have a good 43 minutes. If you want to, like, stay on for another, like, 10 or 15, we can do that.
Channeling. I think I already said everything.
Yeah, so, Jack.
Yeah.
Would you like to come on another podcast in the future?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes, indeed.
That's awesome, because I feel like we didn't get enough from you, because the people should know Jack, because you're a very interesting man to listen to.
You know what we should do? We should do I should find like a bunch of questions to like get to know like one of those.
Yeah, we should do a questionnaire for our guests. we should put like really weird pressure on them. It'd be like, okay, you need to answer these questions. They're like, okay, where's your place of birth?
Where's your birthplace? Tell me now!
Show me your birth.
Show me how you.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my god.
it
Oh
hard.
no! No! I forgot. I forgot. Oh. So I'm at this part of the game. I'm at the top of a hill and I have to go down into like a big group of enemies.
Okay.
And there's like a route to sneak, but there's also a route to just charge through. And I'm like, you know what? These guys don't seem too strong. I'm gonna do this. Not a good move because there were a lot more of them, and huge dudes. And then I ran away from them and I went to the area of the boss.
Oh.
And
Oh,
no good.
Damn. You know what? You inspired me, because now I want to play, like, Dark Souls 1 or 3 or Bloodborne now. So, I might do that.
I have Dark Souls 3 technically.
Oh, did you game share as... Oh, yeah, because you game shared.
Yeah. So,
Um,
I don't know. I might try it out. But
It's a fun...
my other Dark Souls.
It's a fun game. To be honest, if I were to say, I mean, this might be an unpopular opinion, but I think Dark Souls 3 is the best because it's probably... Well, it's the best Dark Souls because it's the most recent in the Dark Souls series, so it allows, like, the bugs from the other series, like, the other installments, have been fixed a little bit, and it's not too bad, and the graphics are pretty.
Ooh,
I'm a graphics whore.
It looks like a great game.
you're a graph whore.
I'm a graphics whore because I like that it's pretty, but it's also like sad. I like the contrast. It's cool. It makes it work. I like Bloodborne because it has a really cool Victorian look to it too.
You found a new place. Okay, I feel like we can end here.
Yeah, I think we're going to end here. So, So last week's podcast, we would say that we're going to do a stream this week. That never ended up happening.
Storm situation.
Yeah, storm situation, and we ran into a problem with setting up everything. But I can't say.
Probably a week or two. We actually don't know. We don't know when we're going to start stream.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know yet. We'd have to work up a couple of things. Because I might be busy next week. So, but yeah, we do promise to do those, because we really do want to do those. I want to do it pretty bad. I don't know about Nate.
I extremely want to fucking stream.
Okay. And we might get Jack and other people on streams, if Jack's cool with that.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool. But yeah. I think...
Yeah, that's
So, yeah, so, you know, this has been the Gentleman's Lounge podcast. Stay tuned for the other podcast. Wait, Nate, do we want to do a improv one next week, or should we introduce all of our guests and then do the improv?
I don't know. Because, like, I don't know. I think we should just do an improv one with someone random.
Yeah, so we, and I'm going to tell you guys this, we do have a lot of guests lined up. A lot of them are friends that we know. Actually, all of them are friends, so,
Yeah.
some of them live near, some of them live far, who knows? Okay, bye you guys.
And then we're gonna get PewDiePie on.
Ha! No!
Yep, no, next
no,
episode, right? That's what you guys were saying.
Hi,
Yeah,
I'm
it's-
Markiplier.
Oh, I cry in front of camera.
I'm gonna cry while playing Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay, we're ending it now.
No,